Follow-up questions allows you to send targeted information to a customer at any point in the process after or before they've submitted an intake form to be able to get additional insights after receiving some information. So let's jump into an example of how this would typically work. So I'm going to go and navigate to a customer account that has a follow-up questions module built in. So for this example, we are going to look at an interview coaching example where there's going to be some follow-up questions after the intake form. So let's click ahead and click view. Okay, so as a customer, they will see follow-up questions here, but it's not available yet because we didn't do anything. So let's say, for example, your customer fills out some information in an intake form. Okay, so let's say they fill out all 13 questions, and it's a lot of great information. However, you are the writer or the coach, and you know that even after the initial intake information or documents have been uploaded, you're still going to have some more detailed questions for the actual customer. So what we can do is let's go ahead. I'm going to assign this order to a writer or coach. Now, if you are a single user, orders are automatically assigned to you. But for this example, let's go ahead and assign this order. Okay, so we're going to assign this order to a writer. Let's go, okay. And now we are going to access the order from the writer side. So let's come into writers. Okay, let's access this. Now, the beauty with the follow-up question, so we're going to navigate to this order right here. That's what we're working on. The beauty with follow-up questions is that it functions very similar to the general questionnaire. And so what's going to happen is you are going to be able to click in here to follow-up questions and send additional information. So let's say, for example, you reviewed their intake information, you reviewed some documents that they submitted, and you just have some more information that you want to get from them. And that is a standard operating process that you'd like to do for every single customer, is just send them additional follow-up questions. So you can come in here and then you can add in some additional follow-up questions, very similar to how you build out a questionnaire. So let's say you might have some additional questions on job one or section one or whatever have you. But this allows you to send and create additional questions. Can you clarify X or Y? So you can build out an additional kind of form with structured follow-up questions to get into the weeds of whatever you would like to get into. And what happens is once you click publish, it will then send this to the customer that they have follow-up questions in their portal. Now, the beauty is that if you typically have a lot of follow-up questions that you access standardized process, you can start from a template. So you can build templates on the left, and I'll show you how to do that so that you can already have some pre-built templates to work off of. So I'm just going to click into one of them. Let's say you started from here, and then let's say this would have been a template that you can set up. So that is how this works. And then once you're ready to send them some follow-up questions, you can click publish, and it would shoot it over to the actual customer. Now on the left, you see follow-up questions. You can go ahead and create a ton of templates here. So that's how I access the templates. You can create a few templates for your follow-up questions, and I just submitted them. So let's go back to the order. It lets you know that you submitted follow-up questions and you're waiting for the customer to respond. And then as the customer, let's go into the customer portal. Let's go into Kevin Hart. They can come into their portal and they can click here to respond to the follow-up questions that we just asked. And so that is how follow-up questions work. It is a very powerful module. And if you would like to set up follow-up questions as part of your workflow, you come into your workflow, you would just navigate to whatever workflow that you want to put it in. In this example, it was our interview coaching workflow. You would update it, and then you'll see follow-up questions on the right. You just will add it in to whatever part of the process you like to add it in. And then you would click update workflow. That's how follow-up questions work. However, if you add in follow-up questions as part of a workflow and then attach that workflow to a product, every single customer will go through that same process. And so that is how it works.